Hello and welcome. This is a new episode from Aero Arduino, and in this episode, I'm showing to you how I made Arduino flying car on Tinkercad. That was my little kid's dream. He wanted to make an Arduino flying car, so I made it to him on Tinkercad. If you didn't hit subscribe, please subscribe to our channel to get the latest videos. In this video, I'm making my kid's dream come true by making this small Arduino flying car on Tinkercad with simple components, so you can make it also on Tinkercad, or you can make it in real life using simple components. So let's see what's those components and how we can make it easily. First, we get Arduino Uno board right here, and we connect it to the H bridge L293D integrated circuit that can drive the motors. And of course, we need 4 motors to make this flying car. Also, we can make this flying car with passive wheels, so it can move without needing to have dedicated wheels or motors to move it as a car. But we need only those motors to have propellers to make the flying car. And here is a 9-volt battery. Of course, the 9-volt battery is not efficient for the flying car because it's too heavy and it has lower power density than lithium polymer batteries used for flying aircrafts or flying drones or flying cars. But here in Tinkercad, we don't have that lithium polymer battery, so we need a power source dedicated for the motors, so we need to use this 9-volt battery. But we can use a lithium polymer 3.7 volts battery in real life, in real flying car model. Here, let's see the connection of the circuit. First, we need to connect that H bridge, that motor driver. We will see all its connections. Here, that power 1 is connected to the 5 volts on the Arduino, and that ground, there are 4 grounds on this H bridge connected to the Arduino ground. That power 2 is connected to the 9-volt battery. That's the high voltage needed to drive the motors using that 9-volt battery. Now let's see the motor connections. Here, 4 motors, each connected with 2 terminals. Terminal 1 is connected to the ground of the circuit, ground of the Arduino. In each motor, as we can see here, that's the black wire is connected to the terminal 1, connected to the ground of the circuit. And here, terminal 2 is for each motor connected to the output of the H bridge. Here, output 1 connected to motor 1, output 2 connected to motor 2, output 3 connected to motor 3, and output 4 connected to motor number 4. Now let's see the H bridge connection. Here, the input is coming from Arduino for the 4 motors through the H bridge. Input 1 is connected to pin number 5 PWM Arduino output, and input number 2 connected to PWM pin number 6 from Arduino, and input number 3 connected to pin number 10, and finally input number 4 connected to pin number 11 from Arduino. Here, enable 1 and 2 connected to the 5 volts, and also enable 3 and 4 connected to the 5 volts. That's the connection for all the circuit with the motors and the H bridge, and also for the battery and for Arduino. Now let's see the code. We made it using simple blocks from Tinkercad. We used that forever block from the control tab, and from the output tab we used that set pin to 125. That's 50% duty cycle. It means that the motor is moving with its 50% speed, because as we know that the full speed is 255. Then we make the output on the 4 PWM pins for all the motors: pin number 5, pin number 6, pin number 10, pin number 11. That means this flying car or this quadcopter is moving with its motors, half speed, that's the thrust used to elevate this flying car using that thrust. Of course, here we don't have a remote control to connect it to the flying car on Tinkercad, but in actual life we use a remote control or we use smartphone to connect it to the Arduino using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Now let's convert that blocks to code. We press blocks plus text like this. We see the C++ code. Here we see the void setup function, pin mode, pin number 5 output, pin number 6 output, 10 output, and 11 output. All those are PWM pins in the output mode. And here we use the analog write function on the 4 pins to 125 PWM output. That's a 0.5 duty cycle. It means that the motors are moving with its half speed, and that's an automatically generated delay 10 milliseconds between each cycle. That was the code. And now let's see the simulation. We press start simulation. We note that the motors are all moving in the same direction with the same speed, and that's what we need for the flying car, from all its 4 propellers to move at the same direction at the same speed to maintain its thrust and its altitude. That was Arduino flying car on Tinkercad circuit. This is designed by my kid, and he was happy to make it and see it on Tinkercad. I'll leave the link in the video description on our website aeroarduino.com. So if you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.